Hi, good morning. How are you today? Are we able to eat breakfast or what? Maybe some snacks, probably. Okay, so this morning, okay, we will try to uncover some historical events that were caused by religion itself. Okay, so as we all know, that religion has played a significant role throughout history, influencing numerous events, both positively and negatively. And mind you, this morning I'm going to give you some historical events where religion played a prominent role, especially, okay, especially as we talk about its negative as well as and its positive parts. So the first one here is the Crusaders or the Crusades. This is 11th to the 13th centuries. Okay, by the way, you might ask, what is this crusade about? This is a series of religious wars sanctioned by the Latin Church in the medieval period. The Crusades were launched to regain control of Jerusalem and the Holy Land from Muslim rule. So they had found impacts on European and Middle Eastern societies, leading to religious, political, and social changes. Okay. The next one is the Protestant Reformation. This happened, around 16th century. So this is a religious movement that challenged the authority of the Roman Catholic Church, leading to the creation of Protestantism. So figures like Martin Luther, John Calvin, and the others criticized the practices and doctrines of the Catholic Church, sparkling widespread religious and political changes across Europe. Then we have the Spanish Inquisition. This is 15th to the 19th centuries. This is established by Catholic monarchs Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella of Castile. So the Spanish Inquisition targeted religious minorities, particularly Jews and Muslims, who were forcibly converted to Christianity. So it resulted in persecution, torture, and expulsion of many individuals, leaving a dark mark on European history. The next we have the 30 Years' War. This can be dated through the 17th century. By the way, 30 Years' War was fought primarily in Central Europe. The war began as a conflict between Catholic and Protestant states in the Holy Roman Empire. It evolved into one of the most destructive conflicts in European history, involving political ambitions, dynastic rivalries, and religious tensions. The next is the Salem Wars, Salem Witch Trials. Salem Witch Trials. This occurs in the colonial Massachusetts. These trials resulted in the execution of 20 people, mainly women, accused of witchcraft. Religious fervor and social tensions played a significant role in fueling the hysteria around the trials. The next is the partition of India. So the partition of India into India and Pakistan was largely based on religious lines, dividing the subcontinent separate into nations for Hindus and Muslims. So these events led to the widespread violence, displacement, and loss of life. So as millions of people migrated between the newly formed nations. Next is the Israel-Palestinian conflict, which is, as of this century, it's going on. So this religious conflict rooted in territorial as well as religious disputes over land considered sacred by Jews, Christians, and Muslims. So the conflict between Israelis and Palestinians has persisted for decades, resulting in numerous wars, violence, and ongoing tensions in the Middle East. The next is the Protestant Catholic Wars in Europe. This happens in 16th to the 17th centuries. Alongside the Reformation, Europe experienced numerous conflicts between Protestant and Catholic states. So these wars, including the French Wars of Religion and the 80 Years' War, were fueled by religious and political rivalries, resulting in widespread devastation and the loss of life. Next is the Great Schism. What is this about? By the way, also known as the East-West Schism, this event led to the split between the Roman Catholic Church in the West and the Eastern Orthodox Church in the East. The schism was caused by theological disputes, cultural differences, and political tensions between the papacy and the Byzantine Empire, resulting in a lasting divide within Christianity. Next is the Mughal Empire in India. This happened in the 16th to 19th centuries. The Mughal Empire, which ruled much of the Indian subcontinent, was characterized by religious diversity and tolerance, particularly under Emperor Akbar the Great. However, tensions between Hindus and Muslims persisted, leading to the conflicts such as the demolition of temples and the construction of mosques. Next is the Spanish Reconquista, 8th to the 15th century. This is a series of military campaigns by Christian kingdoms in the Iberian Peninsula to recapture territory from Muslim rule. The Reconquista was driven by religious zeal and a desire to establish a Christian hegemony, culminating in the fall of Granada in 1492 and the completion of the Christian conquest in Spain. The next is the Taiping Rebellion in the 19th century. This is a massive civil war in China led by Hong Xiuquan, who proclaimed himself the younger brother of Jesus Christ and sought to establish a heavenly kingdom of great peace based on Christian-inspired beliefs. The rebellion, fueled by religious fervor and socio-economic grievances, resulted in millions of deaths and widespread of what? Destruction. Then the last but not the least here on my list is the Iranian Revolution. This happened in 1979. A popular uprising in Iran that overthrew the monarchy and established an Islamic republic under the leadership of Ayatollah Khomeini. So the revolution was driven by religious and political discontent, leading to the establishment of a theocratic regime that significantly transformed Iranian society and politics. By the way, these events demonstrate the complex and multifaceted ways in which religion has shaped historical developments, influencing societies, cultures, and political systems around the world. But I'd like to tell you that there are more. These are only a few of the happenings that transpired, the historical events that transpired caused by world religions. Okay, do you have questions? Please will follow afterwards. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.